I might have made a mistake on the crypto markets. What's happening, everyone? So there was a big mistake that me and Matthew Perry made, and I definitely thought the markets are going to be going more up until January, but now the trends are really showing that we might not be seeing that big price bump. And again, I don't want to be, Debbie Downer over here, but it's definitely something that I was worried about. So if that's something you're interested in, smash that like button. You know what to do. There's going to be a lot of content up ahead in the following few days. There is going to be more people joining in. So that's really going to be a winner in the long-term factor. But in the short-term factor, people are kind of worried where crypto is going to go. Like, why are the big institutions selling these ETFs for profit? So that's where my thinking point comes in.
Price than where they were. Even now, some of them were at a much higher price than where they are right now. But Bitcoin has definitely moved up. It definitely creeped up within 2023. And now we see 2024, and so many people are hype around what will happen, right?
So yeah, I think people are gonna be a bit underwhelmed, to be honest. I think it's the massive bull run right now. It's already priced in. Well, what I mean by that is a lot of these big crypto whales, they already bought these tokens, and that's where really the problem arises. People don't seem to understand that right now the crypto markets, they're not perfect. They're definitely not terrible in that sense. So that's the huge factor we're seeing right now. Like, the crypto markets are could be exploding in the near short term, but as soon as they explode, the whales might end up selling.
With this play as well as with every play that's in the crypto market. So currently, like I said, you're seeing it at a $1.67 trillion market cap. And if we look at the entire market, if we wanted to look at the entire crypto market here and just click on everything, we're going to see how this has looked in all history, right? We saw this within 2022 where things did creep down, and then we started to see things pick back up. And more recently, within the end of 2022, we started to see everything pick back up, and that's because of Bitcoin, not because of everything else, because of just Bitcoin. So honestly, was 2023 a bullish market? That's really for you guys.
I think 2023 was just a small recovery. So it hasn't been as big as people thought. We saw the market cap go up, but also inflation is bigger. So people are forgetting about inflation in that sense. People are forgetting about all the other factors in crypto right now that are problematic. So I definitely do think there's going to be more potential for the crypto markets to rise. But then again, there's going to be really no problems for anyone long term. Long term, everybody's probably going to make gains. But look at the market cap of 2050 billion of 2018. But look at the trading volume. This is something I've been talking in my other videos. The trading volume is about the same or just slightly higher than before. So you got to think about the long term aspect here. It doesn't really matter in the long-term sense. We haven't seen any major improvements. We haven't seen any major changes for that matter. And that's where I'm really worried in the last, 2018 has been 6 years. So in 6 years, there hasn't been such a strong difference, like a real game changer in that sense. And that's where I'm really, really worried for that factor. But again, there is probably going to be more people coming back to crypto, having a huge opportunity in the market. There's going to be probably more holders, but we are all relying on this ETF to explode.
To decide whether it was a bull market, is it the official bull run, the max bull run that we expected to see? No. And I can go out and say that absolutely not. It was not the largest bull run that we were supposed to see. It's not the impact that I was preaching about in 2022. And I want to learn from this scenario, right? And the things I want to learn is like what type of things could happen to make it not be the case, not be the bull run, not be the bull market. And honestly, when I went into it and I brought in all of the other side, it was always about what the the history looked like and what we typically see and what the market looks like outside of the crypto market. And that's really what kind of stemmed like a lot of the negativity. So that's why I was like, it doesn't really look like we're going to have a major amount of negativity there unless some major thing hits. And what happens, right? We see
the Bitcoin ETF hit.
Positivity that comes up. The SEC goes, nope, we're going to take that away from you. So you have.
So there's a lot of negative market sentiment in the market that might end up having a problem in the long run. We might be having a major problem for the long rally of with what will happen with crypto. That's what I'm slightly worried about. So there is going to be opportunities in the market to see those big price runs. But there's also going to be big problems in the long term. So something I'm just considering, just a penny for my thought. There is probably going to be more crypto price hikes. There's probably going to be more people in crypto long term, but where is it going to really stop? Where are we going to be seeing major crypto runs? So that's definitely a penny for the thought. So that's something I'm definitely interested in, to see more of these runs, more of it run for its money. But again, that's a problematic factor. Right now, there's so much negative sentiment. I don't know if crypto is going to survive.
Wait for 2024. So
yeah, everybody's waiting for that big bull run.
Also, again, if you guys want to start trading on Margex.
If you had $100 right now, what would you do? Would you buy food? Would you go to a club and spend it all? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. If you want, we're calling it like this, we're going to be looking at some awesome portfolio content. $100 public YouTube buys. And here he has a video, 4K. He's up all-time profit, $1,200. Joe Perry's has been a long-time crypto, has about 400K subs now. The best performer is obviously Solana, made him about $500. But you can actually notice here, as the market went on, he ended up making more money as the markets improve, which is incredible. We all wanted to see basically the markets go up.
Future cryptocurrency millionaires. Today in this video, we'll be recapping some of our top altcoins in 2023, some of the best performers, as well as giving you my 5 things that I learned from the previous year.
So yeah, one thing I learned in 2021 is, personally, it can end shortly. And that's the big problem. Crypto can rise up or it can really go down. And this is the biggest problem. When you at least expect it, your portfolio can be absolutely destroyed by the big whales selling their positions. So while Solana might be at the peak, it doesn't mean it will rise more. Sure, it can rise more, but to see those price level gains that we saw before, 900%, getting into top 5 is going to be 10 times harder than ever before. And that's where I'm seriously concerned for it. That's where I think Solana has that major problem in that sense. That's where I think that's a problematic factor. But that being said, this doesn't mean that Solana can't end up growing more than that. This doesn't mean that Solana can't be, bought by multiple institutions. It can happen, but the chance of that happening is very, very small in that sense. Like, to see those price level gains that we saw before. But again, smash that like button if you want more content like this, and I will keep you guys updated with more news.
Into our top 5, things is to take profits, okay? Because if you
So yeah, definitely take profits. This is something I've been telling people for a long time. Look at this, worst performer, DXN, made him about 80% loss. Literally 80% loss. Hello Labs. Now, this is one that I've been talking about for some time. Star Atlas is one that Alex Becker has been actually talking about sometimes. So there's like a lot of opportunities in this market space for different coins, for different altcoins in that sense. And here you can actually see Hello Labs going up. Dear Protocol, though, all these other coins like Chainlink, yeah, sure, they saw 150% growth. And these are top 100 picks. These are like random altcoins that might end up exploding or not end up exploding. This is where I think the big profits are made. On the ones to take the profits, buy when the price is low. He's saying stick with it. I think I kind of agree with these points, but these points are also very common in a sense. Like they don't do much long term wise. So there's the problem I see. Like people are saying, yeah, take profits. Also, invest in bull runs. And that's where I think the big problem for a lot of people is like they start to realize, maybe I shouldn't be holding that. Maybe I should have sold. And they end up like being really the last person in the community still holding a very large bag, having very low profits, have a strategy. There is no crypto strategy really. With meme coins, sure. But when you look at the top 100 coins, all top 100 coins will end up rising. So that is the big difference that I'm seeing. If you guys want to be kept up to date with more content like this, smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace out. Hey everyone, what's happening with Cardano this time? So Cardano has been seeing some major differences in price history in the last bull run rally. And that is because most people, they saw Cardano's upgrade being delayed, as I understand. Just putting myself some tea here because, you know, starting the year with in a cold country. Again, guys, if you want to support me, smash that like button. You know what to do. Really helps me out a lot long term. But I'm really wondering, is this where crypto will really explode? Is this where Cardano will really explode? Because ADA already saw its price history. ADA already saw its bull run. So where will other cryptos rise up? And that's a really, really good question. Like, I definitely think there's going to be a lot of potential for all these different type of cryptos. But there will be also losers in this war. This is, you know, a limited market. And not everyone really has the opportunity to make these gains. This is why I'm kind of worried for Cardano ADA. The holders are awesome. Everything else is awesome. But what else does it really provide in a sense? Where will the crypto holders end up going in the long term? So that's going to be a very good question for that matter. So I'm definitely very excited for that. So here's what I think is going to happen with Cardano ADA personally. It's either going to really flop because there's not going to be enough user base, enough hype, or it's going to see the same price gains as Solana after they release something major. So that's where we could be really seeing those price differences. But again, these two scenarios, I know they're a bit stupid, a bit silly, but in the long term, these are the ones that, you know, these are the key crypto leaders, crypto gainers in that sense. And I am definitely excited. I hope you are as well, basically, because there is going to be tons happening in this crypto space in the next few days, for that matter.
I've certainly taken a stance with Cardano over the past 3 years, and I continue to look at it as an opportunity and really a sound opportunity to make money.
Yeah, so Cardano is pretty cool, but it didn't beat ADA for that matter. And it doesn't have to beat ADA, but it needs to prove something that, you know, it will switch the eyes from Solana right now. So right now, ADA is not leading the blockchain game. It's not winning, in fact. People are expecting it to be winning. We need something that will shift the focus from Solana to the token we have right now. So that's where I think the key price differences will be, the key price hike, rise, all of that. That's going to be the most exciting factor in that sense. But I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated on that one as well, because I do think there is going to be more market bull runs.
Well, I think 2024 could be.
And even if ADA doesn't make it this bull run, it can make it the next bull run.
Really, really good for Cardano. I think the overall sentiment in the market is just going to be really solid. We've got a lot of positive things, like the Bitcoin ETF, like the halving coming up with Bitcoin. This will all trickle down into our top altcoins first, and this should provide a lot of positive sentiment in the overall market and could influence Cardano's price. The other thing is regulation, right? Clarity and positive regulatory developments, which I think we'll eventually get as well, will certainly help with some of these other top layer.
The reason I'm thinking with Cardano, regulation might help, but there is one key problem I'm really worried about, and that is most people basically ending up like having these big projects. Like look at XRP, it's working with Korean markets. Look at Solana, it has strong VC backing, of one of the biggest crypto holders basically. So that's where I really think that we could be seeing some underperformance in that sense. But again, there is many possibilities on where this will go and where this might go in the long term. Like, I'm not too sure what's going to be different, what's going to happen. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities for anyone going there long term in that sense. So that being said, smash that like button if you haven't already, because we do have some more for ADA. But there isn't really something for ADA that right now, as I said, they don't have that majority market that they should have. Should they hit the African market? Should they hit the European market? Right now, it controls some of the US market in terms of blockchain. It does have that development, but it doesn't do much else in that sense.
They have people that are actively interested in being part of the entire.
So yeah, if you can engage community somehow to enter the markets that we want to see in the long term, I think that's going to be the big factor here.
Process. And that's what I mean about having a strong community. It's one of the best close-knit groups in all of crypto. You know, I've had the chance to talk and communicate and learn from a lot of people who build on top of Cardano. What I've learned is they are some of the smartest minds that I've ever met in crypto, right? And I'm not a really super technical savvy person when it comes to like really in-depth tech side of blockchain, right? But even they're able to break it down to me where I understand it. You know, I've worked with projects on Cardano like ViFi, right? And what they've been able to bring to the table. Obviously, there's so many different things they're doing in DeFi. And I've talked to a lot.
This is the good news. Like, they're doing a lot of different things, a lot of different factors. That's where Cardano can really win. They have a loyal community. And that loyal community is going to stay in the long term. It's really not going to give up in that sense. So that's going to be the good factor about it. I definitely think that Cardano right now could be seeing some major price rallies, just as we saw them in a sense like before. So there's going to be the big major opportunity everyone has been waiting for from Cardano in that sense. Definitely going to be lots of excitement up ahead. So that being said, let's take a look at everything that's going on with crypto right now. I do think crypto, Cardano, ADA, all of that is going to be great. Also because Solana has really been growing a lot lately. So will these tokens other than, you know, just Solana grow? Yeah, for sure. Blockchain is going to invite tons of people into crypto. And one of them are going to be flocking into basically ADA. So if you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace everyone.